What's up, everybody? Thanks for watching today. So today I wanted to go over an open source project that I've built called Craft. You can see it. It's on GitHub at github.com/bridger/craft. And so what it is it's a design system that allows you to build out websites and web apps faster in a way that is styled and looks really nice, just kind of out of the box. It's called Craft, and I wanted to go over like why I built it. So I'd given this presentation a while back at a Next Utah event, nextutah.org, but just wanted to go over it now for the YouTube channel. So what makes a well-designed website, web app? To me, there's three elements of design. Obviously, there's a lot more that goes into making the website look great, but some three principles that I like to follow that I think are important are layout, typography, and then aesthetics. And so layout's really like the alignment and the spacing and the structure of the app or the website. Then typography is really focused in on the type scale and then the hierarchy of elements throughout the page or through your dashboard, whatever you may be building. And then finally, the last element I like to focus on is the aesthetic, which is how it looks. But then the biggest elements that I think go into that are color and then components. And so to solve for layout, how Craft is built is it's actually just one file. So it takes a lot of inspiration from shadcn UI, where it pulls into your application directly, and then you have full access and control over it. So if you don't like the way that I built it, then you can go ahead and customize it as much as you want, was my goal. So within this like Craft file, there is some exports. So you can see there's a layout component, a main component, a section, container, and then finally an article. And so what this layout, section, and container are doing is a demo right here. So the layout reps the whole entire application, and you can see if we go to layout real quick, it's just doing a few things. So setting the language and then applying some styles just to make things run smoothly. And this setup is based off of the recommended shadcn setup in getting started. Where is it? Introduction, installation, Next.js. Right here, so you can kind of see like how he set up the body and the HTML tag. And so I just kind of did that here as kind of like a starting point if you want to use the layout. And so then you can just import that and start using it. So then to build out the actual pages, it uses a section and a container. So the section is full width. It goes to the full width of your screen. But then it provides spacing on top and bottom, right? And then the container is a set fixed width, and you can change that obviously, right? But I have it just set to be just 5XL as the max width. You can change that to whatever you like. And then it also provides the padding for mobile and for desktop. And then it will all be nice and evenly spaced out. And so you can imagine like if you continue to go down and add sections and containers, it will all get the spacing and the padding that it needs to be applied, and then it will look good on both desktop and mobile. And then so the second element I wanted to solve for was typography, and the two components that do that are the main and the article component. And so the main component and the article component are using one of my favorite plugins for Tailwind, and that's called Tailwind Typography. And so it was made by the folks over at Tailwind. So it's very good. It's amazing. And you install it as an NPM package and then use it as a plugin within your CSS file, or within your, not your CSS file, within your Tailwind config. And so what it does is it will actually style automatically all of the elements within the div that has a pros. So within main, what is happening in the main component, what is happening is I have prose being applied, and then I have like a custom built styles around prose that you can change. And this also just shows you a good example of the things you can do with prose. And then any children that gets passed in through this main will be styled accordingly. And I'm going to show a demo of it in a second. And then the difference between main and article is the article has a max width of 2XL. And that's because for article reading, you don't want your text to extend too far on the page for accessibility. And so the article cuts a little shorter so that it's easier for people to read when they're reading your blog posts or documentation, that type of thing. And then finally, solving for aesthetics, I wanted to have a good system set up for you to use with Craft, and shadcn provided a lot of that. So there is dark and light mode included as long as you follow his installation instructions, which is in UI shadcn and then dark mode. And then all of the coloring and styling is done. I like to use Shad's coloring and styling, and that's just set up through a global.css file theming here. And he uses variables to make that work. And this is how I like to use my color system as well. As you can see, you can change it very easily. You can use different colors, that type of thing, and then copy the code. So now I want to show a little bit more of like this in use. And so I think a really good example of it is in tandem with Markdown. So I have a starter called mdx.bridger.to, and this starter just uses the Next.js MDX setup to render Markdown and make websites super fast just using Markdown, kind of almost like a node editor. So as you can see, like all of this is being styled. And so what's happening on the back end, if we go to it on GitHub, you'll be able to see, let me pull up the code. So you'll be able to see that within the layout, we're using the Craft UI layout. And then what's happening is all of the children are being passed in through main, section, and container. And that allows for the MDX starter to be styled automatically. So you can see headers are styled, and it even includes a lot more than just, the hierarchy of headings and paragraphs, but it also includes lists are styled, links are styled, images, code is styled in a nice way, block quotes, and more are all styled for you automatically. And so the reason I built it really is to make it as easy as possible to ship websites that look nice and have a good like central design system that's easy to edit for anybody. And so another big project that I've used it to build is this component library that I have for building out websites. And so it's called components.bridger.to, and you can see like it's just a collection of a bunch of different components that you can easily copy and paste into any project you have to build a website. But you can see like if you look at the code itself, you can see this is all the section and the container being imported from Craft here. And then that's what's powering kind of like this outer padding and that type of thing, and keeping it responsive. That's all done using Craft. And so I found it to be very helpful, and I just found myself kind of setting up that layout over and over and over again. And so I wanted to make it as easy to, do it as possible for me. And so if we want to show like a quick demo real quick about how this looks, I'll just create a new Next app called Test. We'll go through and just do all the defaults. So Craft is actually an npm package, so it's very easy to install. So I'm just going to cd into our new test Next.js app that we just made, and then we'll just paste this npx bridger-craft at latest in it. And that will install it into our app ready to use. So the component, the default is craft. If you want to change it, you can. And then right now what it's doing is going into installing shadcn. So I'm just going to stick with default, and I'll go with neutral as my color scheme. I will use the variables. Great. And so now it's all set up, ready to go. So now if we type code, and you can see within components that craft has been set up. And then the CN utility has been added from shadcn. The components registry has been initiated. And then in the tailwind config, it has installed the plugins that you need, specifically, especially the typography plugin to get going. Great. And so now in our layout, what I'm going to do is just change this HTML. I'm going to import layout from components craft, and then replace this. Remove that. Great. Okay. And then I'm going to wrap this in main, and I need to import that as well. Great. So now we're going to be able to be styled. And so let me go to globals, let me go to the home page and get rid of all this boilerplate. And we'll just have a H1 and say hello world. Okay, great. Let me start the dev server. We'll go to localhost. Great. So you can see it's set up here, and you can see there's no spacing or anything applied. And that's because we haven't used our section or our container. So I'm going to import those in. And then let's wrap this with a section, and then wrap it again with a container. Great. So now you can see if we inspect, we have some nice padding being applied vertically as well as horizontally, and keeping things nice and padded as well on mobile. So great. Let's just add in a paragraph. That shows up there. You can see the spacing is handled. And then what's nice is you can actually pass in anything. So if you don't like the margin, you can shrink it easily. It's just kind of like an automatic styled baseline for here. And then if you ever want to disable prose or the typography styling, you just say not prose on apparent, and then you can see it. All the styling will go away. Great. And then so let's grab a component from bridger.to, components.bridger.to. We'll just grab this hero, and then I'm just gonna make a new file called hero.tsx, paste it in, and then we'll need to add in from shadcn button, and then also add in badge. Just had to fix the imports there. Oops, forgot the slash. Okay, great. And then now we can go to the page. Let's get a little close up so we can see what happens. And then we're just going to replace this. We're going to import the hero. And then use hero instead here. Okay, sweet. And you can see it's all been imported and styled. And if we go into the hero component, you can see we have the section container being pulled in from craft. And then all the simple, smaller styles that are building this component out. And then it's really easy to change things to make things different. So yeah, again, if you're interested, would love to have you check out Bridger Craft and to just give it a try in a project. And if you want to go fast, use the component library we built around it as well. So yeah, thanks for watching. Learn more about craft and building out a design system in Next.js.